This is absolutely massive news for Blizzard and Overwatch. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. So what we're going to discuss is Phil Spencer yesterday went to the Blizzard campus in Irvine, and we're going to discuss the reaction to that, notably the reaction from people at the event, and which obviously are game developers at Blizzard. And we're going to talk about the K-pop skins because they've kind of been revealed, but also we've got a little bit of information for Blizzcon as well. So let's get stuck into this. I think the first place to start is honestly with Phil Spencer visiting the campus, because this is this is the start of a new Blizzard, and I think this could be the start of something wonderful for one main reason. There isn't really any sort of acknowledgement of Activision in any of this. It is Blizzard, it is Xbox, and one of the things I've been I don't want to say campaigning for, because I've not been campaigning for it, but one of the things that I would like to see is Blizzard to become this sort of wholly independent studio again, where it can work on its own projects, where it can govern itself, where it's not having to listen to higher ups that maybe come from Activision Blizzard and was saying, like, you know, this game needs to launch now, it needs this monetization system, you need to do this, you need to do that, when maybe that's not what the devs want to do. So I'm hoping they're just given a lot more freedom. So this image here, this is taken from the main sort of courtyard in the campus. This is the orc statue. This over here is that's the canteen on the lower ground. But this building here, this is Overwatch. That's Overwatch up there. I know, because I've been far too many times. In fact, I've been to this place that many times, I can literally do the tour. It's not much, you know, this, whatever. If you need a tour guide, let me know. But yeah, this is the orc statue. This is a ton of Blizzard employees. And yeah, obviously it's Phil Spencer and it's Quick, who is the president of Blizzard, Mike Ybarra. And he says, fun day at Blizzard Entertainment. Did a great job welcoming Xbox P3, which is Phil Spencer, and Team Xbox to campus. Future is bright and we can't wait to share it with all of our players and communities. Okay, so, you know, whatever comment. But picture, it's nice to see. This is the start of a new Blizzard. Now, we've got some more stuff to look at, because this was a tweet a little bit earlier on in the day from Mike Ybarra. And he says, it's the beginning of a new chapter for Blizzard Entertainment, a 2+ year journey, and we couldn't be happier. Now, I'm sure Mike can't be happier, because I'm pretty sure he probably had quite a lot of lovely little stocks and shares that maybe were a lot less than Microsoft actually have bought the company for. So it's probably had a massive payday. But whatever, that's corpo life in America. But yeah, look at this. There's no mention of Activision. It's just straight up Xbox, Blizzard, Xbox, Blizzard, Xbox, Blizzard. I want to see the old Blizzard come back. You know, I think all of us do. We don't want this Blizzard that's just a content production house pumping crap out, not 24/7. We don't want that. We want good stuff. We want, you know, industry-leading games. That's what we want. We want quality. We want innovation. We want to play beautiful games, you know? So this is all good stuff, right? Anyway, Phil Spencer has just tweeted this before, King Games has just tweeted this before I actually went live. So, with the recording. And he says, it's not a lot here, but like he is acknowledging, you know, the fact it's been there. So he says, a great week with the amazing teams at King Games, Activision, and Blizzard Entertainment. Whether working on mobile, console, PC, or incubating new IP, I found dedicated groups of creators betting on each other and striving to build games that will delight millions of players. Really inspiring. So, okay, you know, good shout there. You got to remember, Phil is now the big bad boss of all of these companies, and you know, he is the boss of Blizzard, effectively. So what I want to do now is take a look at this article. So this is from Windows Central. And this is from, they've got some sort of insight here from people that were actually at these, or at the event, I guess I should say. So let's just go through this. And they say, to mark the occasion, Xbox leadership team comprised of Phil Spencer, Matt Booty, Sarah Bond, and others visited Blizzard's headquarters today in Irvine, California, with the team addressing staff for the first time. Sources familiar, and this is the key bit, guys, sources familiar with the commentary noted that it was a relatively low-key affair and that Spencer emphasized that he had no answers today and that right now Xbox was listening to the needs and desires of staffers instead. Spencer said that Microsoft is striving to be a source of trust for Blizzard and wants to enable Blizzard to achieve its visions and dreams. The sentiments echo similar comments Spencer has made to other acquired studios, in that Microsoft wants to help developers create their dream games. Okay, so yeah, it's big. This is honestly, it's big. That's a statement that I think a lot of people at Blizzard were looking forward to actually hearing. And we know Phil has said this for other studios in the past. He said it for Bethesda when they picked up ZeniMax and all of that. But it's like, what will happen? This is the big question. Now, there's a lot of issues at Blizzard that need to be rectified quite fast. The first one is Blizzard do not pay very well. Now, in the past, okay, let me rephrase that. Blizzard pay well for certain roles, right? If you're a VP, you get paid quite well. You get nice compensation. If you're just rank and file game designer or whatnot, you don't really get paid what other companies are offering in that area. In fact, some people even straight up said to me, they've had a 30% pay rise simply going to a competitor. That is absolutely insane. Now, why was this the case? It is because Blizzard used to have this, I guess you could call it the Blizzard tax. In fact, I think it was referred to as the Blizzard tax. This was a wonderful stamp on your CV where you could say, I've worked at Blizzard Entertainment. Wow. That came at a premium. That meant they just didn't pay you the money. Remember, this was Bobby Kotick, right? He wants to cut as many corners as possible, save as much money as possible, shove all the earnings onto the shareholders and go, look how great we're doing, gee whiz. Now, Microsoft need to sort this. They need to increase the pay of probably a lot of roles. They need to look at a lot of the pay disparity. I'm not going to go into mega detail in this video about it, but there's a lot of pay disparity at Blizzard. And, you know, it needs to be rectified. But I think the big takeaway is him saying, look, I'm here to listen to the staff. He's not here to listen to the, you know, the managers and all of them. I'm here to listen to the staff, right? I'm here to talk to the people on the ground to say, what do you want? What are you working on? How can we start this relationship? Because that's what it is. It's the beginning of a relationship. You've got to remember, the studio is now owned by Microsoft. This doesn't mean that instantly the Xbox team are just like, okay, we know full operation of this company, we can break it down. They don't. It's like they're walking through the door. Now, sure, they would have had some sort of behind-the-scenes knowledge because, of course, if you're going to spend $69 billion on something, you're going to want to know what's going on. But you don't actually get to see the nitty-gritty behind the curtain. There's going to be things that have been obfuscated by Bobby because he doesn't want you to see them, and now you're going to peel it back and find out what's going on here. You're probably going to peel things back and go, why is this person in this position? Let's remove them. What's going on here with this person? What's this team doing? There's going to be a lot of that going on, right? But I like to think that Blizzard, you know, people throw things around and say, all of the cream has left Blizzard, the best talent have left Blizzard. Now, that might have been true, but you've got to remember, times are different now. And there's always space for other people to rise to the top. And in fact, by people moving on, it does create space where people can move into those roles. So, you know, I'm not really a big advocate of going, all the talent's left, because it's still Blizzard and there's still good people there. So I still think things can be turned around. Now, the big thing will be, what happens going forward here? Is this full sort of autonomy given back to Blizzard? And yes, they do have to report to Xbox, but it's not really pressurizing. It's not like Activision Blizzard oversight where they're sitting on top of you going, we need money now. Like, you look at the way Overwatch 2 launched. I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. I'll say it really fast, though. When Overwatch 2 launched with the Watchpoint pack, that was designed to pump the financials in that quarter to say, wow, look at this. Look how many box sales we've got. And it did well, but it was a false promise. That was sold essentially on a promise of you're buying into something which is going to develop into the Overwatch 2 at the time we thought we were going to get, which of course was the PvE, the fully fledged PvE, which was then just stripped and ripped out of the game. So it felt terrible. But at the end of the day, it did really well in that quarter. It did really well for Activision Blizzard because they managed to push the Watchpoint pack so hard. Okay, I think we're going to leave it at that. This is, I think, very exciting times for probably a lot of the staff at Blizzard. I don't think anyone's going to go, this is bad. I don't think anyone's sitting there going, well, I want Bobby and I want the old way of things to remain. Nobody wants that. These are people that want to work on their art, which is game design, and they want to give it to us to delight us as players. And that's what I want to see, right? It's going to take a lot of time for this to be implemented. Obviously, I'm going to cover this because I'm expecting things to come from the likes of Phil Spencer and that, where they might make grandiose statements of like, this is the way we're going with Blizzard, or this is the way this game's going, or these were things in the past that were not working and now we're going to change to this. There's probably going to be a bunch of that because it will be an easy PR win for Xbox. So I think stay tuned for that. But honestly, it's good stuff. I think what we can do actually before we do move on from this section is we can just take a look at some of the other pictures we've got, because there's a lot of pictures from this event. So this is from Lulu Cheng. She's the chief, I don't know what that is, a CCO, executive vice president, chief summer operating, I don't know. But she's from the C-suite, I guess, of Activision Blizzard. But she's like, you know, putting up pictures like, hey, it's the new boss, Phil. We're all around the statue and everything's great, you know. This obviously is from the Activision thing. Obviously, no mention of Blizzard here because, well, you know, nice pictures, right? So, and this, I don't know what this is. this. It looks like a block of lard to me. I think it's meant to be sponge cake with icing. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So like, just more pictures. It's fine. It's cool. All right, let's move on now and let's talk about K-pop skins. So Play Overwatch they've just dropped this tweet. So we're going to talk about the skins, but we'll do that in a second. But this is them saying, hey, SSERAFIM, I'm sure that's how you pronounce it. I'm going to get destroyed in the comments if I keep getting that wrong. I apologize. But they're coming to Overwatch 2. They're coming to BlizzCon, sorry. It's the crossover with Overwatch 2. Our collab with the K-pop sensation, SSERAFIM, continues with a special performance on November the 4th. And it actually details what this is. So it says you're going to get the songs Perfect Night, Anti-Fragile, which... that's quite a good name for a song, actually. Unforgiven and Eve Psych and the Bluebeard's Wife. Okay, and more. But, not to be doomer. I'm not a doomer. But anyway, if you click on this link, you then go to this to buy tickets for BlizzCon. BlizzCon used to sell out instantly. Like in 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, BlizzCon tickets go on sale. I think they generally go on sale in 2 waves. The first wave sold out in minutes. The second wave sold out in minutes. This still isn't sold out, which is, a sign of the times. Blizzard just isn't the force it was before. You've got to be realistic and think what is going to be at BlizzCon. This is another issue. It's like like if we were to speculate what is at BlizzCon, well, we know they're working on a survival game, an unannounced survival game. We don't know what that is. Could it be like a Blizzard Rust style game, a Blizzard Ark Evolved style game, or I don't know, something like that. We don't know. That could be the marquee announcement of BlizzCon where they show us a trailer or maybe they show us like the name of the thing, right? We still think it's years away, so don't get too hyped. World of Warcraft, it's got an expansion coming. That's fine. We'll find out what that is. Heroes of the Storm, I don't know. StarCraft 2, I don't really know. I don't think that'll really prominently feature too much. Overwatch 2, we already know it's going to be a new hero, and we're pretty sure it's going to be Malga because his shirt on the Samoa map and all of the hype leading up to that. So it's like... oh, and the mobile game, that's it. The Clash Royale clone, but with Warcraft stuff. Arclight Rumble, that's what it's called. That's being announced. So that's kind of it. Now, of course, there is obviously all of the esports stuff happening. So you've got the various competitions across the games. Obviously, for us, the Overwatch competition, the World Cup competition is happening, which will be pretty cool to watch. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of throw that out there because it's not it's not sold out. By the way, this is massively expensive. $800. What do you get for this? Exclusive Portal Pass Lounge, private viewing lounge, private concessions, gameplay experiences, concierge support, Blizzard employee meet and greet, separate registration line, separate security line, early convention entry on Friday. Yeah, anyway, let's move on to this, right? So, these are the K-pop skins. Actually... forget this. Let's go to Overwatch Cavalry because they always do a better job than the official account. So they show us the teasers of the skins that were in the music video trailer, which I guess I should probably show you guys. Where is it? I don't know what this is. What have I got open here? Oh yeah, this is the video. So this basically is the trailer for the crossover event, and you get like a look at Brig there with the nano cola in the fridge. Look at Diva. Obviously, look at the band. That's Sombra on a bike. Brig and Kiriko. I mean, cool. But anyway, that's obviously really fast. But obviously, Overwatch Cavalry have got the still, so we can take a bit of a closer look. So this is Brig. I think this looks really good, actually. Brig's skin looks really good. So that's Nano Cola, which is the very first in-game earnable mini event, if we can call it that. Or was it Anna? Was it Basta Anna? Oh, no. I think it was Nano Cola. I'm sure it was Nano Cola, where you just had to win 15 games, I think it was, and you got that, the skin. Anyway, this is in Brig's fridge, and Brig's all dressed up, ready to go to the concert. I love it. And then you've got Diva. One thing I'll say about this, though, is this is very much the sort of animated short quality. And there is like, you could actually go this direction with thinking and saying, well, are they spending their budget on their animated shorts on this kind of thing instead of actually making animated shorts? The animated short for Sojourn done very poorly on YouTube because of the way they deployed it. And I don't want to say this about Sojourn, but it is kind of a bit bit boring. The animated short's okay, but Sojin's character needs a lot more work, I think, to just make her more engaging. She's too like sterile. That's the problem with Sojin. But yeah, so you could think that they're starting to reduce the number of animated shorts they're making in favor of this kind of like promo stuff to try and make money directly off, you know, the spend that they do put into this type of CGI. But yeah, the Sojin short did really poorly on YouTube simply because it was shown in game and then it was uploaded to YouTube, and so people are watching it in game, they're not watching it on YouTube. I think this is a terrible strategy because you want it on YouTube, getting as many views as possible, because that will help the video get propagated and it would do a lot better for you because it's more external advertising. So completely insane decision off Blizzard, whoever authorized that, whatever. So yeah, this is one of the the Diva skin. Of course, we don't know the price of these skins, and they're going to be really expensive. You know, it's minimum they're going to be $19 each. There's probably going to be a pack for like $50 where you get 2 of them. There'll probably be a pack with all of them, which is like $100 or something. I don't know. But we get to see Brig's buzz, her battle buzz. We've got Kiriko sitting on top. You've got Diva in the front. You've got Tracer there to the side. Again, you get like a really quick look at the skins, and a bit of a better look there at Kiriko. And then this is Sombra, which is hard to see, but she's got motorcycle gear on, and I'm kind of blocking a little bit of it. But yeah, you know, I think this is pretty cool, and I think, you know, I think a lot of people will be happy with this kind of stuff. Like, I think it's cool, but obviously you guys know that I'm not the biggest fan of the monetization in the game when it comes to actually, you know, selling the skins. And yeah, all right, guys, I'm going to leave the video at that. Like, I think this is quite interesting times for Blizzard as a company. It will filter down to Overwatch because, you know, Overwatch is their latest IP until the survival game gets announced, and it's something that, you know, I think needs to win back quite a bit of goodwill. You know, we could talk about this forever, but you imagine if suddenly it's no longer about generating as much money as possible. There's a lot of things you can do to like instantly win back sort of community support for Overwatch. I mean, you just remove heroes out of the battle pass. You've reduced shop prices. Just get rid of the battle pass. But like, no, if you've got to keep the battle pass, I understand. But, you know, remove heroes out of it straight away. Imagine the reaction that would be. It would just be like, oh, incredible. Heroes are just, everyone's got access to them again. Problem is, a lot of the monetization systems are built on new players buying heroes. But maybe Microsoft don't care about that. All right, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Yeah, like I said, very interesting video. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I will keep you informed as to what's going on. Of course, we're going into a big week with Blizzard, with BlizzCon. I won't be at BlizzCon. It's the first BlizzCon I'm going to miss since 2016. I mean, I went to 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. Yeah, 2020 was BlizzCon Online. And 2021, COVID, BlizzCon Online again. 2022. Yeah, so it's going to be strange not being there, but, you know, I guess I'm back to the good old years before 2016 where I used to just sit there watching it on YouTube. Actually, by the way, I don't think you need to. I think it's free. I think all of it's being streamed for free on YouTube and Twitch this year. I don't think you need to buy like a digital subscription. I think it was Direct TV before, and they used to do. I don't think you need to do that. But yeah, all right, guys, I'll leave the video with that, and I'll do my best to keep the Overwatch juice flowing in your direction, and I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. See you soon.